Bill and Eileen Alley spoke to us about the addiction that nearly killed their son David.
The heroin started getting the better of him. I kept calling the police on him, hoping the police would arrest him. I spent many days following him, wondering where he's at, texting my husband, go check on David. Go make sure he's breathing.
Checking on him like he was a newborn child.
We take turns getting up in the middle of the night to make sure our son was still alive. I heard those signs of, heroin, the dance, the slap, the bouncing. I call it his heroin dance. And I went down and I said, David, I can't take it no more. I don't want to do it no more. I physically am not able to. Well, he was so high, he cussed me out. He called me some names that he's never, ever called me. And I knew at that moment that I had to do something. And I went up and told his dad what had happened. And I went to my mom's for the night, and I let him handle it.
He said, what do you want? Like nothing was going on, and I pointed at the door. I said, see that door? I said, get out it. I said, don't come back until you are off of that crap. And he left. And the last time I seen him, before he overdosed again, he was walking down the driveway and he turned around and looked at me and just smirked and said, take a good look. It's the last time you're gonna see me alive. And he went and stayed with some people that cared about him. He was there for not even 2 weeks, and he overdosed again. They had to kick their bathroom door in and do CPR on him until the ambulance got there.
They tell us EMS workers here in Middletown, Ohio, saved their son's life 4 times. He's now in rehab in Columbus, and we're told he's doing well. We asked them about a city councilman's suggestion that EMS may have to stop responding to calls when patients overdose 3 times or more.
Even though they're down, they're high on heroin, they still deserve to live. They just don't know it.
They're consumed by an addiction. There's people out there that don't have any sympathy for people with addictions, and they believe the Narcan should be cut off after 3 times. All I can say is I hope they never have to change their stance on it, because if they do, that means something really bad has happened to someone they love.
I do get it, I really do. Some of these stories are very heart-wrenching, and I feel very sorry for everybody or anybody who has this issue. But people need to understand that I'm a city councilor. My job as a city councilor is to make sure this city can continue to function and provide services to its citizens. And at the rate we're going, we've got to do something. Don't get me wrong, I think we should save every life we possibly can. But what do we do when we don't have any money?
It angers me. That's a death sentence to thousands of people. Thousands of people. That's not the answer to the drug problem. That's not the answer to our heroin epidemic. Our town is in crisis, full-blown crisis. We need help. And taking away the Narcan is not gonna help, it's gonna make it worse. The bodies are gonna add up. The families are gonna mourn. These people need a chance like my son had.
For CBS This Morning, Tony Dokoupil, Middletown, Ohio.